Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Landen Roupp. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Jacob Marcy now at the plate. And we are underway here in San Francisco.
Ball two.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Three-0 down. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Ball.
And a big swing and a miss. Marcy gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Batting third, shortstop Otto Lopez.
Take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated, because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out. So when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Otto Lopez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting fourth, second baseman Xavier Edwards.
That one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Inside, almost got him. The 1-2. Popped in the air. Left field. Ramos under this one. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Miami, Max Meyer. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mountain presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Jung Hoo Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Ball.
Meyer, in his 3rd season, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Up the middle, flips it. There's one. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting third, second baseman,
Luis
Luis Arraez.
Arraez stands in.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
0-1 down. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Ball.
Quick move to first. Chapman back on a dive. And
Ball.
that just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Very high with that one. Ball 3. Man at first, one away. That's a good
Ball
at bat
4.
right
Take
there.
your
He was
base.
down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Misses again, 5 in a row.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
The 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball 2.
Next
Ball.
one is off the plate. Full count now. Rafael Devers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runners at first and second with one gone. Got him swinging for the K.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Now it's Devers at the plate. There's a strike. Two on, two outs.
Ball.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
New inning getting started. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Swinging a foul straight back. Tap foul at the plate. Oh and 2 now.
Ball one.
Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground to third. One out in the second.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
That one at the knees for a strike. Roupp, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And that's in for a strike.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Got him out on the front foot, couldn't keep the hands back long enough, and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Now here is Connor Norby.
Ball down.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and look.
Oh, look at this. From his knees, the throw.
He's in there. He's
safe
safe.
at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball inside.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
The 1-0.
Hey!
On a line, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
Ball.
The Fish looking to strike first here at the top of the second. That
Ball
one
two.
close, ruled a ball. Ball 2.
B-Ride.
Next
Ball.
pitch is outside.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter, because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
2 on, 2 outs. And they're all
Ball
loaded
4,
up.
first base.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder Jacob.
Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Payoff pitch. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Now, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Yep.
The 0-1. To third, Pauley. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Christian Koss getting ready to hit.
No, that's down.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. And that one ripped into right. That is the inning. Giants down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in San Francisco. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Jacob Marcy.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
That's
Just
a ball.
missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
No, that's a ball.
Out towards right center field. Gilbert has a beat on it. One up, one down.
Up next.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. This to third. Chapman fires over to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That's to third. Chapman over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And the 0-1. Up the middle. And it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Outside.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. That misses. And it's 2-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
In the dirt. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. payoff pitch. What a stop. The feed for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. A 2-run shot. The Giants score first. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch. Heart of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Strike 2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Hit him.
Up next for the Giants.
Now the Giants 4-hitter, Casey Schmidt, struck out swinging his first time.
No.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Here's Edwards for 1. On to first, double play. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye baby. And it's 2-zip. Back here at Oracle Park, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Foul ball there. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Ball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Ball.
The 2-1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two now. To the right side, and that one handled 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder Owen Casey.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Owen Casey. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Ha!
Casey, 23 years old, and he was born in Canada. Comes up empty. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Lee under it. And that is that. So they go quietly there. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 4th.
Leading
Here's
off
Rafael
for the
Devers.
Giants, first baseman Rafael Devers.
All these
Ball.
Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Bounced up the middle. Throws to first in time. And one gone in the 4th as they get the
Up
leadoff
next
man.
for the Giants, left fielder Elliot Ramos.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that drops in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And he grounds one to the right side. Stowers takes it to the bag. Already 2 gone
Up
here in the home
next for
4th.
the Giants,
And here's a
center
look at how
fielder,
he's using his
Drew
pitches in this one.
Gilbert.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. 0 for 1 so far.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right
outside.
A little bit
no.
high, maybe. Ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants go down quietly, but they hold the 2-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. And that one hammered. And that's just foul.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
In time to Devers, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Graham Hawley.
Oh, look at the stop. Now a jump throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Great job from the first baseman to get a little dirty on the play for the catch. Just because it looked easy, that doesn't mean it was.
Now the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
Ball one.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slur. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in San Francisco, digging in, Christian Koss.
Shortstop, Christian Koss.
No, that's a ball.
Popped up and a foul ball.
Ball.
That
Ball.
one missed. And a payoff pitch. Here's a tapper towards short. Lopez on the run, sends it over to first.
That's an out.
Got him. Nice play.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Oh,
No.
he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball 2.
And
Ball
now
3.
it's filled up. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now, Jung Hoo Lee, 1 for 2. Rudder takes off. On the ground right side, Edwards gets it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Next for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Movement in the Marlins bullpen. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Peterson also getting ready. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Just off the outside edge. Full count now. Luis Arias waits to bat for the Giants. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman, Luis.
First and second, 2 outs. Luis Arias, the next Giant to hit. That one misses. Ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 on, 2 outs.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. In the dirt. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. We're through 5. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Giants,
and they make a
number
change to start the
47.
6th. The new pitcher, Ryan Barucki.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That clips a corner.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Got him. And there's 1 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Right.
In the air, right field. Lee on the move. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Otto Lopez.
Now here is Otto Lopez. On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Waste no time there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
No.
Man on second, 2 down. And he swings through that one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kilian, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Miller getting cranked up as well. The 1-1. Ground ball left side. Chapman over to first in time. And that ends the inning. One left for Miami. They trail it here 2-0. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Casey Schmidt.
Designated hitter, Casey Schmidt.
All these Giants putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things.
Oh, he can't bring it in. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Yikes, that ends up being a three-base error, and we've all been there as outfielders where you think you've got it all lined up, no problem, and then at the end something falls apart. Now you just got to pray that your pitcher can pick you up and strand him at third. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
The 1-0.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Look out!
Time. Dead ball.
And it hit him.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder
Elliot Ramos to the plate now with a chance to come up big.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That's in there. That is strike two.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be. It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Two on, 1 out.
Ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Out towards right center field. Marcy moving under this one. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 3-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And up next for the Giants, Christian Koss.
shortstop, Christian Koss.
Fought off foul. Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper. Devers off of first with 2 away. And
That's
now
a ball.
1 and 2. On the ground, out to short. Gets him easily, ends the inning. A run on no hits, an error, and a hit batter. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 3 and the Marlins nothing. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. The Marlins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Strike. Ball 1.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Giants leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Norby
Ball.
at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Ball.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Can't make contact with the sweeper. Two down, nobody on. A little bit low.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Miami down in order. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for Miami.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Michael Peterson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Ay.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Peterson, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and he works in a sinker.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Ball 2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
No, too low.
Out towards right center field. Casey under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Here's Matt Chapman. He crushed one out of here earlier. An absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they lead at 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Giants,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Caleb Kilian. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Leading off for the Marlins, third baseman, Graham Hawley.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Now the 0-1. Fouled off left side. In the air, right side. Lee moving under it. 1 down.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
In the air to left center. Gilbert under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder
Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. So it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
The Fish trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami,
now, new
number
pitcher on the mound as we roll
John
into the bottom of
King.
the 8th. John King.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Leading off for the Giants, second baseman, Luis O'Reilly.
Ball.
And a foul ball. Shoots a line drive single into right center. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Up next for the Giants.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Hurry.
The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Ripped to right, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
First baseman.
High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. That one fouled off. Sliced hard but foul. The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Slams off the bottom of the wall. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
At the plate, Drew Gilbert. And that's in for a strike. So they're all loaded up. And he can't make the play. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. And on the play, a run will come in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Ball.
In the box, lays off for ball one.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Ball
Pressure's
two.
on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That
Ball.
one misses. Ball three.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one
That's
misses,
the ball.
and
Take your
that'll
base.
bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. John King will depart, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
So the
Miami,
Marlins go with a new arm, Andrew Nardi.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Up next for the Giants, catcher Patrick Bailey.
That's
Tough
a strike.
situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Bases loaded, one away. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning.
Ball.
And he chases that one below the zone. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Right fielder, Jung Hoo Lee.
All loaded up. Jung Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony Bender preparing to come on if needed. The 0-1 in the air, left field, base hit, one run is in. Another comes in to score. Now a relay to the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and lead 1 through 8 full. Giants on top, 7-0. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and seeing.
Full extension makes the catch. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Swings through it for the K. And the Marlins with just 1 out left. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
No, that's a ball. Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Here's a rocket to right field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants take this one in a blowout.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.